Hi everyone, Thomas here and welcome back to another video. So this is a really exciting video because I wasn't actually expecting to make this, but the Sims team have just released a new trailer for the Sims 4 Tiny Living Stuff Pack. It's actually really great to see some Sims news this early into 2020, so I think this year is going to be good for news and stuff considering we've got a pack already. So this is coming out on January the 21st, and in today's video I'm going to go ahead and go back through the trailer. I've already watched it, I'm not doing a reaction today, and I'm just going to kind of analyse it and see what we can find. So it's starting off here with a few scenes of bigger homes. I'm not really seeing any new items here, maybe these doors though, unless I'm getting those mistaken for another pack. So in terms of landscaping, everything looks pretty much the same. I'd imagine that these hydrangeas, I think they're called, they look quite big, so I imagine that those are probably debug items, since they don't normally seem to size things up for like actual things that the Sims team makes. Anyway, so let's go through so we can see that's too big, and this home looks really nice as well, but again, it's not to do with this pack. And then here we're finally getting a smaller home, so it's about tiny living. I do think that door looks new. It's kind of hard to see from this frame, but it does look a little bit different from what I've seen before, as well as these things going down the wall, like those little squares. Can't really make out what those are just yet, but I suppose we'll find out about that in a minute. And then I can see a pond here, which you can actually get in debug, so that's from base game, and everything else looks like it's from base game as well. And then I can actually see some lounge chairs, which I don't know if I recognise those are either the base game ones that got an update a little while ago or the new ones with this pack. So let's go through again. So this Sims 4 Tiny Living. And it's actually a new lot type, so it's not residential, it is a tiny home residential it's called, and does have a maximum of 100 tiles for the entire lot, which is great. So you can see quite a colourful looking tiny home here, lots of outdoor space and landscaping which looks really nice. These stilts on the foundation look like they're from base game, and everything else there looks pretty much like it's from base game, yeah. So I don't think there's anything new that I can see just yet, but if we look here again, there's that door, which again I think looks new. It's slightly different from the one before, but that again looks like another new front door, it seems like. And I actually really like this home here. It's got like a little greenhouse section in the main living area, then the main section is on the right hand side for the actual home. So you can see a greenhouse area here, some base game kitchen counters there, all base game plants it looks like here too, but this new ceiling light does look new. It's quite interesting, it's like 3 ones put together. I wonder if we'll get those individual as well, that'd be nice. And then if we move through again, we've got the main living room area here of the home. All the windows are from base game, as well as the flooring and the wallpaper there. And again we can see this new ceiling light that was got from before. I can see a few new items in the bathroom. This shelf item actually looks new. Can't really make out what is actually on it. It looks like a towel here on the bottom and a plant there on the top. This sink is actually reminding me one from Get Famous actually. I'd imagine that's new though. And if we go through a little bit more, I can see a kind of console style table here which matches the style of the sink in the bathroom, so again I imagine that those are new. And then we kind of got a similar shelving item here too for storage. I'd imagine it would just be for decoration, but it's a nice addition to think about for tiny homes to have lots of storage, so that's great. The kitchen items there do look just from base game. It's kind of annoying me a little bit that the fridge is literally covering all those windows, but we'll just pretend we didn't see that. We've got this kind of one tile desk here, which is great. I love those one tile desks. Got one from City Living that I use quite a lot, but that one's really small, so that's great for tiny homes. And then we kind of got this sort of entertainment unit here, I guess. It's kind of got the sofa here, which again is new. Don't know if that is actually part of that item or if it's just kind of next to it. There's some shelving here above it with a few new items on it, a few new clutter items there. And then we've got some books and cupboards here, and also a lamp there, which looks like that might be like a place where you can actually put your own things on, like it has a available slot there. So I wonder if that lamp is new. Got like a beanbag style chair there as well, and then this rug looks new too, which is nice. I hope that has lots of nice patterns on it. That rug there though I believe is from base game. We've got a nice new lamp here, it looks like. Really reminds me of IKEA, that one. And then we've got another kind of entertainment unit here over on the right hand side, and that has a TV on it, a few more items on it as well, and it looks like it has some places to put your own items on the top there. So maybe this is a new item with books, and it has like little plants as the bookend. And then there is also a dining table here, which looks new too. So that's a glass table, and then there's also a new dining chair there as well. And if we go through a little bit more, we can see the sim there. And if we go through a little bit more, this next bit is actually really exciting. I wish you got my reaction from the trailer for this, because I thought this item looks amazing. And this actually folds down into a bed, which is a really great thing that they thought of that, and we'll have a closer look at that in a second. So with smaller homes you have bill reductions, and and we can see there a few other tiny homes which look really interesting. Loads of different styles to them as well. Not really seeing anything new here in terms of items. Everything looks pretty much base game. I think the sliding doors base game as well. And if we just go back a quick second and look at that previous one, that one is a very tall tiny home, but if it's under 100 tiles, it will count as a tiny home. So again, with this, I'm not seeing any new items apart from these new doors here, which I pointed out at the beginning. So it looks like I've seen a few different styles of these new front doors, so maybe I'll get a couple of those. I'm not actually seeing any new windows though so far, so it would have been nice if we had some more windows to match the amount of new doors we're getting. I could be wrong though, you know, this is just a trailer. And then in terms of other items here I'm seeing, again, everything looks from base game, I think. So let's go through a little bit more. So we've got this here, which looks like a bedroom. So it looks like we've got 2 new beds there actually. And then we've got some base game items over here. Another one of these little beanbag style chairs. A new end table there, as we can see. And another variation of this kind of console unit. And then this blind here is just from base game, I think, as well as the carpet and also the wallpaper. There seems to be another end table here of a different variation on the bottom. And then this looks like one of those doors that I saw before. And then if we look at this next shot here, this is like a little kitchen area, it seems to be. So again, we can see the new dining chairs. And I think this table though is just a base game one, as well as these food items here just seem to be from in game already. The counters and everything again are just from base game. And then we've got, what else have we got here? This new shelving unit as well. So that seems to be all that's new from that frame. And then we've got like a bathroom shot here again. So again, quite a few similar things. We've got another one of these paintings. I think there was one in the bedroom before that I noticed I forgot to mention. And then we've also got another one of those end tables and another shelving unit. So there's actually quite a lot of storage units and console tables and cabinets and stuff, which makes sense for a tiny living pack because it's all about, you know, storage and stuff. And then we've got another room here on the side, which looked to be a part of the bathroom. If we just go back and see, yeah, we've got another one of those doors, as I was saying before. Quite a modern look to them, kind of matching to what I was saying about some of the furniture from the living room shot at the beginning. What looks to be like another console table, actually kind of a lot of those in this pack, and also that new sink we've seen before, and it also seems to be a new mirror there as well. And we've got another little living room slash study area here. So there's that new one tile desk from before, and then we've also got another one of these dining table chairs that we saw. So it's actually quite a lot of colours with those as well. So that's a few different ones I've seen so far during this trailer. This curtain does remind me of one that we do have from base game. It's kind of like the kids one with all different colours on it. And I'm not too sure if that's that same one or if this is the new variation of it. And back to the table, I did actually just notice this table lamp here. I don't know if that's part of the table or if it's a separate item, but that's really nice. Again, kind of has a modern style to it. These other furniture items, I think we've seen these in previous frames, but there are a few new clutter items I can see here, like this one on this table. And then there's also this new kind of TV stand, which looks to be like a smaller TV, which is great to fit in small homes without having to use one in game and then size it down. And then I can see another variation of this rug that was seen at the start. We have got 2 Sims here and tiny homes from before that have build reductions that we're seeing, and they also give relationship gains as well, which is some kind of like lot traits like specific to this new lot type, which is interesting. And if we keep going through, we can see again another tiny home, which again seems to be all pretty much base game, but there's that item that I saw before in the very first home that I was on about, like the little square things, and it seems to be like wall hanging plants, which is great to have. And I'm seeing that ceiling light again, so maybe that's the only one we're getting with this pack. And let's keep going through, so we can see another tiny home there, which has a lot of terrain added into it. Again, it looks pretty much all base game here, I think. And if we go through again, there's another one, and then it goes into this home here and shows a few more items. So again, we can see this new wall hanging plant that I just pointed out just a minute ago. Again, that dining table, which looks actually kind of tall, so maybe use bar stools with that, or maybe it's just the angle making it look quite tall. And actually, talking of bar stools, here are some new ones as well. So it seems to be a lot of interior items for this pack, which is great. Again, the kitchen items look all from base game, and then we also got the new shelving unit again, another variation of that. And then in the bathroom, we can see again the new sink and the new mirror. And then the shower looks from base game. Unless I'm mistaken, this toilet does look new. So that's a little bit frustrating if I'm right, because we've got a new sink, new mirror, new toilet, but no new shower, which I think we've seen before with packs and having a complete set of stuff, which is a little bit annoying to see, but that's what it is. We just saw there bar stools being added to that table. So as I was saying before, that does look quite tall. So there seems to be a smaller glass table for dining chairs and a taller one here for bar stools. This one's kind of got a split level design. We can see Sim there interacting with the new item here, with the bed, which is kind of like a multi-purpose item, which is really great, and also really great for tiny homes as well, for space saving. And pretty much got all the same items that we've seen before, just different colour variants of them. I believe this wall sconce here is from Get Together actually. Another new wall painting there. another variation of this rug as well. So it's really great that all these items match and you can do so many different colour combinations of them. And if we kind of go through a game, we can see Sim there struggling with that item. So it's great that there's a little bit of gameplay with that as well. And again, it's giving you some more information about the new lot type and another new lot trait that comes with it of comfort bonus. And if we go through again, and it looks like they're going for like a cozy feel with all the clothes. Quite a few new ones there, as you can see. I'm not too sure if that's going to be, you know, if there's going to be kids clothes and toddler clothes as well. It's just showing the adults there, but you know, we'll never know. And then maximize your mini. So it's showing all of the different items there that we've looked at today. So I'm just going to have a quick look through those again just to see if there's anything that I missed. But I think everything there we've seen within the trailer. And that's highlighting this new gameplay item. So you can see Sim actually in bed there and it's still being able to interact with it. And it closes up there, which is very unfortunate. So that item is really useful actually, I kind of like that. The only thing is, it seems to be like that's the only gameplay feature of this pack, because you know, it's like create a sim, there's build bag, there's the gameplay feature. So that seems to be it, the bed, which, you know, a little bit disappointing to see if that is all that it is for the gameplay side of things. But being a builder, you know, I'm not too bothered about that, but maybe it'll put some people off buying the pack. And that is coming out on the January the 21st, and then it's coming to console on February the 4th, I believe. But there is an article here on the EA website, so you can go ahead and check that out to get all the information about that. So I really hope you found this trailer analysis useful. Let me know about what your thoughts are on this new pack. Will you be buying it? Do you think from what we're seeing so far in the trailer, do you think it'd be worth the money? Also let me know if you have any build ideas you want to see with this pack in terms of tiny homes or anything. That'd be really useful to hear. Leave a like, share and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!